Hey everyone, this is Fire TV Richie, and I've got some good news and I've got some bad news. And you notice I said good news first. Anyway, I'll start with the bad news first and go ahead and get that over with. Some of you already know what it is, and I'm just going to explain it a little bit here, and I'm also going to tell you how to fix it. So it's not the end of the world. Things will change. So Vibe, what you're looking at right now is not Kodi. You might think it's Kodi because when you open up Kodi, this is what you see, and you see all these menu options, all that kind of stuff. When you were to open up Kodi, none of this is the same. The background will be different. There'll be some blue and black bubbles and hardly any menu options and all that kind of stuff. And the reason why is because what you're looking at is a build inside of Kodi. So this is Kodi, but it's not in the same way. It's basically like having an app inside of Windows or inside of Apple software. So when you're using a Microsoft Word, you're using Microsoft Word. But you're using Windows at the same time in the background. So basically you're using Vibe and Kodi in the background. So for Vibe, there is there's something called a wizard. And right here, Echo Wizard. And Echo Wizard, what this is, it does a whole lot more than what most people think. Most people think it just is an add-on that has the advanced settings and the add-on installer and all that other kind of stuff. So as that is true, it also does a whole lot more than that, because Echo Wizard is the backbone to Vibe and to a whole lot more builds than just Vibe itself. So the bad news, like I said, here it is. Some of you have clicked on here, or it's come up automatically on your device. It's taken a little bit for it to come up on mine. But there should be a letter that pops up here. Anyway, you don't need to see the letter. You can see it on your own device. But basically what the letter says, it's kind of just a notification to let us know that you know, he is resigning from Echo Wizard. And just so you know, the guy who wrote it, who is resigning, is the guy who created, or the guy who owns it. So the part that I don't like about this is that he is closing it completely down so that he can go work for another team of people who are basically using a different wizard and all that kind of stuff, called Indigo, which is the old TV add-on Fusion. And so he left and just didn't give a warning or anything like that. The day that he shut it down, he put a notice out on his Twitter first. Just his Twitter. 2 days later, in the wizard, when you click on the wizard or anything that had to do with the wizard, a letter would pop up, and that's all the information that we had. Nothing. He didn't say anything about the builds or anything like that. I don't think he told anybody who's using it. So, just a little bit of history on this, and I'm not going to talk your ear off. Please stay to the end of the video because I'm going to show you how to fix this. But I'm just giving you a little bit of information to kind of ease your mind about what's going on. Echo Wizard, when I first started installing it, was owned by another person who created it. That guy decided he wanted to retire, but as many people do, because this is a free community of people who are giving free service, or not a free community, but it's a community of people who are giving free service and free time. They're using their free time and their skills to create a online atmosphere for you to get free content over the internet. Whether it's on your phones or Fire TVs or whatever. There's all different kinds of devices you can use it on. But anyway, he gave it up to this other guy. So you would think that this guy would give it up to someone else. That's not the case. He just gave it up, which sounds shady in a lot of different things, but you have to understand that it was given to him. He has the right to shut it down or give it to someone else. So there's no law about that or anything like that. So he decided he was shutting it down. Why is it aggravating for me? Same reason it's aggravating for you. Probably more so for me, because Yeah, you don't have certain things working on your device and certain things are working, but I've got loads and loads and loads of customers who are depending on this. And one thing I have to tell you is that you're not alone at all. Because being an installer and a programmer, I have I get to see what's going on behind the scenes, and while I'm installing, I can see how many people have installed this device or this particular build just each week. So, and I'm installing all the time, so I get to see it every week. And there are thousands and thousands and thousands of them. And if I had to estimate, I would say a good 700,000 people have the exact same build and are going to be are either having or going to be experiencing the same issues that you are having or might be having here soon. So on top of that, Echo Wizard is a software that helps you build your own build and then make it a community build for others to download. So there's loads of people who use Echo Wizard, and I would say there is maybe 1.5 to 2 million people who are affected by this guy's decision. So in my opinion, although he's not truly hated or anything like that, I feel like it was kind of a cop-out, and I'm aggravated about that. And if he gave me a good reason why he did it, then I might feel a little bit different. But anyhow, it's his prerogative. He can do it. It's his right to do it. So that's that in a nutshell. Now the good news is, what are we going to do about that? How are we going to fix this? I have some options. Okay, first of all, you can keep your device just like it is with Vibe on it, and some of you won't have any problems for a really long time, so you're good to go for a long time. Others, you might be using Exodus and you're having issues with it buffering. First, try Metallic, iStreams, Phoenix, any of these other ones. Just because Exodus is your favorite one doesn't mean you can't use Salts. And Salts has been rated as almost just as good as Exodus, and it's got so many of the same features. It's very, very good. It's almost like a copy of Exodus in a way. So you have that. You also have add-ons within the add-on section. Right under here, movies or TV, there is a sub-menu which says favorites, add-ons, all that kind of stuff. Just click on add-ons. And there is loads of add-ons in here you can try. You can go see what's working and what's not working. So that's what you can do. And you might get one that's working for a year or something. Who knows? Also, just try and update the add-on. So when you're in here, you're going to have to do something that's called a long press. It's not very hard. Just the circle button on your remote. When you find the add-on, just highlight it and then hold the select button down on it. That's called a long press. So, and then click add-on information and then click update, and then it'll say the version, and just click on that and it'll update, and you'll see it down at the right hand corner. Exodus add-on updated. That may fix the issue. And you might have to do that a lot to fix it, like every day when you use it. But it's really not a hassle if that's all you're using is Exodus. I mean, just normal thing to do is just go in there and do an update. So that might fix it. If it doesn't fix it, here's the next option. You can go to firetvrichie.com. That's www.firetvrichie, not a Y, so IE.com. And when you get to my website, you're going to hover over the More button. If you are on a cell phone, you need to click on the More button. And for either or, you're going to click on Shop. When you click on Shop, you're going to see a bunch of different options in there. And the option that you're going to choose, there's two different options you can choose right now. There's two different options, and the first option is going to be installation of a new build. And I already have a build planned out that I am going to be installing on all the devices that I'm installing right now, and that's what you'll get. It's very good, and it's from a bigger wizard than Echo Wizard ever was. It just Echo Wizard was very, very it was just a very, very good one. And this next one is almost as good as that, but it's got a huge amount of people who are working in the project. It's not just one or two people. So they're not Lone Rangers or nothing like that, and they hopefully will stay up for a really long time. Anyhow, just click on that. If you notice, it says mail-in only and $20. So basically, you just pay for it, and then you'll see the PO box number, and you will just send me your device. Just send me your Fire TV stick by itself. If you want to keep the remote connected, if you've had issues with your remote being connected, it's hard to connect it, go ahead and send me the remote too. That's fine. I will ship it back, free shipping. It only takes a couple days for me to get it most of the time, especially if you're in town. And me saying that, those people who are in town are thinking, well, I'm exempt from this. I can just meet them at Brookshire's or Walmart or something like that. I'm sorry, but everyone's having the same issue. And also, it's going to take me a long time. I would be working and working. So, $20 and send it to me in the mail, and you'll have it probably within a week and a half. So that is another option. On top of that, if you ordered the basic install originally, meaning you don't have all the other apps, you only have Kodi, then you can, instead of purchasing the installation of a new build, you can just click on Mail-in Works Install. Buy that one for $30, and you'll get Movies HD, UK TV Now, Mobdro, Terranium, Showbox, Aptoid Store, Swift Streams, all these different apps. And Terranium is almost as good as Kodi. You might have to download the right video player, but after you do that, it works really well. A lot of times it's better quality than Kodi. So I haven't left those people without options. So a lot of people are like, it's broken, what do I do? And it's like, I know people aren't trying to be picky or anything like that. It's just that there are other options. That's why I put all that on there. That's why you bought the Works installation, so you can use other options. So you can use Terranium and just don't worry about Kodi forever. It could be forever that you never use Kodi again, and Terranium should work fine. And so those options are there for you. And then thirdly, I'm going to show you right now how to fix it yourself. So it'll be a little bit differently than what I will do if you mailed it to me. If you mailed it to me, you are going to get Kodi 17 installed. So I'll basically remove the Kodi install that you have right now completely off the device, which is probably Jarvis for most of you. And I will actually put Kodi 17 on there and then a new build. So there is a plus to sending it to me. But it's not a big issue to keep Kodi Jarvis right now. So I'm going to show you how to fix that real quick and put a brand new build on it. I'm actually going to show you how to put the build on that I put on all the new devices as of this week. So right now, just going to scroll over to, to add-ons. And inside of Vibe, you have other wizards in there. They're just not being used to do the maintenance of the build, and it's not going to keep it stable. But there's other wizards in there, and that's what we're going to go to right now. So go to add-ons. Underneath there in the sub-menu, there's video add-ons and program add-ons. Click on program add-ons. And then you're going to look for Ares Wizard. It's not going to be in this first thing, so you're going to click on Get More. If you have Kodi 17 already, that means you're probably within the last 3 weeks you've gotten the device. That's only going to cost $5, basically just shipping and handling. So just let me know, show me some kind of screenshot of your receipt or PayPal transaction or an email where we met or something like that. Just send it to me in the mail, $5. That's it. Just let me know. I'll send you a personal invoice for $5. No big deal. Okay, so anyway, you find Ares Wizard. Mine says enabled, but it's not enabled. Click on it, and you're going to click on Install. And when it's done, it's going to say enabled. Mine shouldn't even said enabled earlier, but I've already been going through this and trying to make this video several times already. So go ahead and click on it now. And now there's the option to open. Right above uninstall, you can click on open. And it's going to do a quick installation, not very long, just a couple seconds, and then it's going to extract for a couple seconds, and then it'll begin to open up. And to open it up, it might take 30-40 seconds. So this is Aries Wizard. This is what it looks like. And the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to come over here to where it says Browse. You're going to click on Browse Builds. And honestly, you can choose any build you want to, as long as you're choosing the correct build for your particular Kodi version. So if you have Kodi 16, you need to make sure that it says Kodi 16, or if it's Kodi 17, you need to make sure it's Kodi 17. So what you're going to do from here is you're going to click on Aries. This is the build that I'm putting on the device. And there's, like I said, there's loads and loads of builds in here. So you can choose any of them you want. Just make sure that it's Kodi 16 or 17 or whatever. When you click on it, it should tell you in most of them. Yeah, like this one, it says EVO Jarvis. That means anytime you see Jarvis, that's Kodi 16. If you see Krypton, that's Kodi 17. So that's, if it doesn't say 16 or 17, make sure Jarvis is 16, or just so you know that Jarvis is 16, Krypton is 17. Most of you have Jarvis. Okay, so there's tons of builds on here, but for this video, I'm going to show you the exact build that I am enjoying at the moment and what I'm going to use for all my installs. So click on Aries Wizard. You're going to get this, and if you have a scan app on your phone, all you do is you scan this little box over here to the left, and when you scan it, just click enter, or it might take you there automatically. It's going to give you a code. If you don't have a phone, then you open up your computer and you type in that http://bit.ly/getbuildpin. And when you do that, it'll be a white blank background with a 4-digit code in it. So I'm going to show you right here, and I'm going to show you right now how to. I'm gonna actually do it right now. So I'm going to click Get Pin because I'm actually using a tablet type device. So it's going to take me right there, but I'm just going to show you what it looks like. Plus, I needed to get the pin anyway. So 2601 is my pin. And I'm just going to back out, and then to put the pin in, 2601, I got to remember that one. So 2601, then click done, and there you go. Okay, first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to click fresh start. Do you want to do a fresh start? Yes, I do. What this is going to do is it's going to take all the files from Vibe and Echo Wizard off, and the only thing that's going to be left is Aries Wizard. I'm going to pause this for a second so the video doesn't take too long. Okay, so now that it's done, it just takes you back to this page, and you have all these other options where it says the Aries build Krypton, Fire Stick 17, which is going to be Kodi 17 or Krypton. The light build, the one that I'm going to use right now, that I am using, is the USA edition, because this is going to have your American football and all that kind of stuff. And a lot of these builds are over in the UK, and they have a lot of soccer, and we're not big soccer fans. Unless you are, then try a UK one, because they'll have UK soccer, and they'll also have Spanish soccer and all kinds of stuff. So anyhow, I'm going to use the USA edition, And you're going to notice here that there's one that says Aries Build USA Edition Krypton, and then just a USA Edition. Obviously, Krypton's not the one we're using, just the USA Edition is going to be Jarvis. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on it, just highlight it, and then scroll to your right where it says Fresh Start and Install, and just click Install. And it's going to start installing automatically. After it installs, then it's going to start extracting the file that it just got installed, and that only takes, you know, maybe a minute, 2 minutes at the most. And it looks like it's coming to a stopping point here in a second. It's almost done extracting all the files. It's at 96%, and it's most likely going to ask you a series of questions. Basically, it's going to come down to the point of doing a force close. It says, do you want to back up the skin / profile? This will enable the build repair option, which you can use to restore the build visuals. Basically, yes, you want to do this because there's a repair option within this build where you can just click on it and it'll repair your build, which is a plus compared to Echo Wizard. So go ahead and say yes. And this doesn't take very long at all. This one is going to pop up any second now and say it's finished or something like that. And it's gonna, we'll see it in just a second. But it's basically gonna go through that series of questions, like I said, and we're gonna end up force closing Kodi. And you basically just hit the OK button to force close it. But my suggestion is, if it does not force close, to unplug the device and turn it back on, because that is the easiest way to do a force close. At this point right here, don't do a force close. There should be something that pops up. So if it takes a while, just let it sit there for a little bit, and it will come up. But if this page does stay up for a really long time, then yeah, go ahead and just unplug the device and plug it back in and see if it's working. If it doesn't, Echo or Aries Wizard will still be on there, and just follow the instructions again. Make sure you do a fresh start and install just like you saw in the video. And what just happened just now is that my device force closed Kodi. I said yes to it. I said okay to it. And I just opened it back up, and it is already changed the theme and looks of it and everything. And it's going to be a whole lot better looking than Vibe. I was getting kind of tired of that old look anyway, that ugly looking, whatever that was, pictures in the background. This one's got a whole lot more graphics, a lot prettier. It's good for a guy or a girl. It's nothing that's specifically aimed towards either one. What you're going to want to do from here is just let it update for about 30 minutes. And even after it updates, there's still going to be things that are going to take some time on your first use, like thumbnails that pop up. It might take an hour or something. But anyway, basically, same thing as Vibe. There's a bunch of different options in here, probably a little bit more. You'll notice there's a fitness option. Vibe used to have a fitness option. There's a ladies' lounge, just like before. I don't know if there's a men's in here, which is fine. We're men. We don't have to have one. We like to go hunt and fish and all that kind of stuff. Just kidding. Well, yeah, seriously. But anyway, U.S. Sports, this is a good one. You can scroll down this menu right here, and there is a UFC section, and there is UFC Live, just like before. There's also hockey and NFL and NBA, all different kind of stuff. Up here, there will be options at the top where it's saying skin shortcuts building menu. It's building the menu right now, so you'll be seeing all this stuff pop up on yours within about 20-30 minutes. But that's it. So There's the live events for the pay-per-view and all kinds of stuff. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff in here. Local news is kind of geared to just a few people, because if you click on Texas, there's only a couple there's like 10 cities or something like that. But here in Central Texas, the closest thing you're going to get is Dallas and Austin, and just a few channels. But there's some stuff in there, and same thing as before, Exodus. Under TV shows, there's Exodus, Assaults, all different kinds of stuff. There's more than what was in Vibe, I know that. So anyway, that's it. I'm not going to show you anymore. Later on, I'll put out a video on how to use this. You can see the thumbnails are already starting to come up. It's very, very neat looking compared to Vibe. It's going to have some, there's this big space in the middle. You're wondering what's going on there. Well, if you click on something, oh man, it looks nice. The whole background changes and everything, and every time you click on another one, it changes. It's a little slow right now, but there you go. So anyway, I hope you like this. This is the one I chose. You do not have to choose this. It is your build. Just keep in mind, if you mess it up and you want me to fix it, it does cost $20. That option's been on my website for a while. That's what I charge people who are out of town. So if you mess it up, that's fine. You just send it to me. I fix it, and that's it. But usually you can find Ares Wizard in here, and just make sure you do a fresh start again if you do mess it up, and then from there download the build again. My suggestion is, after you do a fresh start, go ahead and close out the device and do a force close, and maybe even restart the Amazon Fire Stick, and then go back into Ares Wizard and download the build. So make sure you do not download a build on top of a build, because if you do that, it could actually screw up your Fire Stick completely. So there is some dangers to it, but just make sure you do a fresh start before, and you'll be fine. And not always will it screw everything up if you build one on top of another one, but it will not work, I'll tell you that. Or at least your Kodi will not work, I'll tell you that. So anyway, enjoy, and that is the free option, and I hope I explained it well enough for everyone to do it. All you do is just watch the video, pause, and play. So if I'm going too fast, pause and just do what I said in the video, and then play again when you're ready to go on the next step. So anyway, take care, God bless, have a fun weekend, fun 2017. Don't party too hard with the popcorn and the movies. So anyway, take care.